This is Tom DeGise's, the Hudson County executive, and more importantly, somebody that was privileged to have Michael Young as a friend for 40 years. You know, Michael was kind of Mr. Heights up here. My memories of him go back a long time when he had Garden State News operating as the most popular store on Central Avenue, organized in the Central Avenue Businessmen's Association, which he was the founder, the president, and ran the whole show. But the one memory that I thought of when I heard that Michael had passed was what a great guy he was, and one particular incident or series of incidents that happened. I have two daughters, and one of them at one point was a big NSYNC fan, and all the boy bands and stuff. She was about 12, 13 years old, and all the girls were there. You know, in that age, they would go to Michael's store, and they would go in, they'd go over by the magazines, and they would sit on the floor and thumb through the magazines looking for pictures of Justin Timberlake and any of the others and stuff. And I told them, you got to buy something. You can't just go in a man's place of business and not buy anything. And so they would like chip in, get a soda, bag of chips, piece of, some candy, a little bit of candy. Then they would go to sit on the floor. And they did it a lot there because Michael had the big magazine stand there. And he never chased them. And when I asked him about it, he goes, they're just neighborhood girls. They're good girls. They're all right. And he never chased them. They ever bought a magazine that I remember, maybe once in a while. But mostly they just thumbed through and browse through all the teen magazines. And I think that talks a lot about Michael's humanity and his commitment to his community. They were just local girls, and he wasn't going to correct them. I've had the pleasure of working with him on different projects politically, and as well as councilperson in the Heights, and my role as county executive. And he was an extremely bright man. He understood concepts very quickly. The hardest part for me to have lost Michael like this is that I don't think there was any doubt that the best was yet to come. It was foreseeable to me that he could have been mayor of the city. He had that kind of talent. He had that kind of passion. And he had that kind of drive. And Jersey City, lost one of its good ones there. I hope, as we're going through this, this plague, that we will reach a level of normalcy again and live our lives there. And it just seems it's going to be hard to do that without some of the key players, and Michael is certainly one of them. His devotion to the senior citizen, which was probably his political base, they loved him. He made sure they had got everything that they needed for fun, for recreation. His Christmas parties, for years, Bill Gorhan and I would help him out with that at number 8 school. Then it moved into, his club in Garden State News. And the kids will miss him at Christmas time. The seniors will miss him every day. It's his chief aide, or one of his chief aides, Bernice Lloyd, was an aide of mine, lives around the corner from me. And she passed away a couple of months ago. And now to see Michael pass away also, I hope there's someone ready to pick up the baton and continue the great work that Michael Young had done. I read and saw tributes coming from Mayor Fulop and his councilmates, and I think every one of them rang true. All of us are hurt in a way that won't go away real fast. And the horror of this disease is evident when people you know by first name and people that you've known for 40, 50 years are passing away. And nothing has hit us harder here in Hudson County, and in particular the Jersey City Heights, than the passing of Michael Young. So I'd like to pass on to all his family, to all the people in his club, and to all his colleagues that have worked so closely for him for a decade at this point, the mayor, right on down. You lost a good one. Jersey City is a great place to live, and it's still a great place to live. but it isn't as good as it was a couple days ago when Michael was with us. We took a big loss. God bless him, and we know that his work will